heroes, it's Kira, the Kira, catching nobody but yourselves, nothing less to do. No more heroes, no time to escape if you're gonna be number one.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Fox107, Super Kami Guru, and it's been a while. Lots have changed. First off, I can finally record in 720p, which is a major upgrade, and I thought the first thing I'd do with my new camera is do a little deck profile while I can. I don't have a stand, so I will be a little shaky, and I apologize for that, and hopefully I'm loud enough. Usually that's a problem, but here we go. I'm still playing GBs. It's been about a year since I started, and I'm still playing the deck. You know, I still love it. I've been playing at locals when I can. Play with friends a lot, and they say they like the deck, and it's alright. I might try it out just the way it is at the regionals coming up here in Los Angeles. So let's get this started, since I only got about 10 minutes to record this. My first monster is my favorite monster, Pretiari. Pretty sure you guys know the effects by now, but if you don't, I'll just do a quick overview. When he special summons by GB, he removes one from the grave. I think he's amazing in every format, simply because a lot of decks still work with the graveyard, or they always have something in the key that goes in the graveyard. You know, like a long time ago was plants, but right now, you know, there's always cards that when they go to the grave, it's really important that the player sometimes gets them back, or if they want to set like a Dark Arm or Light Sworns, they need that fourth one, you know, or stuff like that. It's always good to get rid of stuff in the grave, so that's why he's always relevant. Next up, Bestiari. He's pretty much like the boss monster. He pops one in the back row, and he makes for one of the best fusions in the game, in my opinion. He's amazing, and gotta love him, right? Next up, 2 Laquari. I would always run 3, but I started to feel that it was too much, so I cut down to just 2. I feel it's a little more consistent, and you don't really need as many beat sticks. In the GB side, the monsters that I have in this deck that are not in GB kind of help out with that, so only 2. Next up, this is the Secutor deck. I'm still running him, and I still love him, especially now that that Shockmaster reprint came out. This makes up that play, and it makes it really easy and smooth to go into, and no complaints. He works, and I do run a Test Tiger, so he's not dead in hand most of the time. Next up, Mermillo. Pops 1 monster on the field. Pretty straightforward. He gets rid of stuff that I can't normally get over, like if I smash into like a high-attack Jagodia or Gores, or with the new monsters that are giant beat sticks. This is kind of my answer to that. 1 Quest. It adds 1 GB card back from the grave back to my hand, so it's good to keep hand control with this. It helps when I have Heraclinos on the field, or if I need to get a Chariot back, or if I lost a monster and I need him back. It's always good to have him, and I've been considering bumping him back up to 2, but he's been working at 1, so I've been happy with that. 1 Darius. I've always ran him at 1. It's just the way my friends taught me how to play the deck. They taught me to play with just 1, and I've never really had a problem. Usually if I need another one, I just request it back, or if I really have to, I reborn it, but usually he's good at 1. Like, I might side deck a second one just in case, but I've been pretty happy with just 1. 1 Hoplomus. He's pretty much the defender of the deck. Opening hand if I don't know what I'm playing against. It's always good to set him first, or if I know they can't get over it. He's a great 2100 wall. 1 Test Tiger. Just because of the Secutor, I like playing this just in case I do get Secutor first hand, and I get him first hand. It makes it so I can do something either the same turn or the next turn, and it's also good for manipulating the deck. Like if I have a Mermillo already on field and I need Mermillo to be activated, I can just Test Tiger for itself. So it's just always fun to play with this, and also it makes for a lot of rank 3 exceeds. So let's say I have let's say I go into Retiari and they effect Veiler, so I can't tag out. I can just special this and go into an exceed with that, so, or tag out, you know. This also baits out the effect Veiler, so it's pretty nice. 1 Thunder King Ryo, pretty straightforward, not going to explain that. 2 effect Veilers. Pretty necessary in this format. You know, there's a lot of effects going around, and this is always pretty much the main answer to that. 2 Cyber Dragons. This deck revolves around a lot of normal summoning per turn, so having 1 special summon doesn't hurt, and also it helps me get over beat sticks, level 4 beat sticks, and the occasional machines, like I believe wind-ups, right? Pretty good answer to that. 1 Gores. For the case I do have an empty field. He's a nice beat stick, the effects is great, and there's no real big complaint if he's not necessary. Like, if I feel I do have too much back row, I can just side deck him game 2 or 3. 1 False Dino main deck, and it was an idea given to me by one of my friends. He's on YouTube, Shinigami. I'll link to that somewhere up here. This is really good. It catches people off guard, and with the majority of decks special summoning, this is always great to open up with. I played a game a week ago where I sat on this for about 4 to 6 turns just because they couldn't get over it, and it's really nice. Like, yeah, it can mess me up, but it's not a big problem. Like, I can just set this up and not tag like with a quarry, so it's pretty nice. Next up with the spells, 2 Proving Grounds. The main search of the deck, you know, add a level 4 GB to the hand. Searches the deck, so it's pretty sweet. 2 Lances. I just feel they're necessary. The back row isn't as massive at this format, I feel, but it's still necessary to have something like this. I might play with the dress if I can get my hands on a couple, but for the most part I prefer these. Next up is all the single spells that everyone knows. 1 book, Mind Control, Reborn, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, and 2 MSTs. And that's pretty much the spell base right there. Next up, traps. Main trap, of course. 3 Chariots. I feel Chariots are always going to be necessary in the deck until there's an even more broken Chariot to come out, and that's never going to happen. So Chariots really important. They gain an effect from anywhere, and it stops plays dead in their tracks most of the time. So it's easy to recycle with the quest. So it's pretty good. I love it. Solemn Brigade, Judgment, Warning. 2 Tarantulas are amazing. Tarantula at 2 is just ridiculous, and I love it. Like, just being able to go off on them is pretty damn good. 2 Bottomless. 2 Bottomless, pretty self-explanatory since the deck is pretty back row heavy. 1 Starlight Road. Personal tech, I just like playing it. 7 Tools of Bandit. And 1 D Prison. Extra deck is pretty simple too. 1 Catastor, simply because I do have the Effect Veiler and a lot of level 4s. Going into this is pretty useful, and no real backdraw when I can again go into it. 1 Stardust because of the Starlight Road, and I can't go into it with the Gores. Chimera Tech. I have Cyber Dragon main deck, I might as well. 1 Esadari. I used to run 2, but I don't really feel the need to go into him more than once a game. Usually it's just so I can tag back 2 weak monsters, or if I need to get Sekiro the hell out of there, you know. But he's nice, it's just I don't like him as much as I used to. The main dude right here, 2 Gazaris. Pretty self-explanatory. He pops 2, and when he's special summoned, you can book a moon it. With when Adari's play, you can book it for another pop 2. So it's pretty sick. 1 Heraclinos. I just love playing him every time I play Sekiro. He's useful anyways. With hand control, it's pretty hard to get over sometimes. 1 Levier, you know, standard rank 3. 1 Acid Golem, just for the beat stick potential, and I just like using him. 1 Tempo, good to get over annoying seeds. 1 Zen Mains, you know, stall. 1 Maestroke, can stall. He does pretty much 2 more Book of Moons, and he's pretty annoying to take down sometimes. So since this is a Shockmaster deck, 1 Shockmaster. Pretty easy to go to after a Secutor. If they don't stop the attack, it's pretty much going to be either a free, depending on who I'm playing against, it's either a free Heraclinos or a free Shockmaster, so it's pretty nice. And the last 2 are the 2 I've been considering switching out, but they work out when they work out. a Utopia, and a Chaos Ray because I do run the mind control. The side deck isn't really complete. It's something I'm kind of working on, but just to go through it, Sam Knight, Grand Maul, Spirit Reaper, 2 Snowman Eaters, and if I fix the deck a little bit around in the side deck, I might go into these. Bull Bladers, that's one of the cards from the new set. I'll read it to you guys if you don't know what it is. When an attack is declared involving this card and an opponent's monster, you can activate this effect. During the battle involving this monster, neither player takes any battle damage. Also destroy the opponent's monster after battle calculation. So it's kind of like a Catastor, but with less restriction, and he'll always take out whatever he attacks. So there's a game where I was playing against where my opponent sat on a Snowman Eater, and I can't get over that unless I have Cyber Dragon, or if I can tag it on a quarry. But yeah, I think the video cut off there, and I'm sorry for that. But I can't normally get over it unless I'm playing something like this or the Grand Maul, but it's something I'm doing right now. One of these is missing. 2... There it is. Huh. Snuck over. 2 Macrocosmos. Just something I like setting into. I really like the card. It's one of my favorites in the game, so I still like playing it. 2 Ramir Force. I used to main deck 1, but I don't really like them as much as I used to. They're nice, but there's too many times where it doesn't go off like the way I want it to. And last but not least, Deep Prison. The things I've been considering playing to Shrinks again, or just the hero engine, which would be great with the Bull Bladers because the Bull Bladers are warriors, so I can road up for everything, including the Bull Bladers. But it's something I'm still messing around with, and I'm not too sure whether it's going to work out or not. But I'll be testing before regionals, and I'm definitely playing this time around. I don't want to miss that. And that's all I really got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm sorry for the kind of long video. Be on the lookout. I'll be doing more. I'll probably be recording some of my friends' stuff, and you never know. As for my group, YGIL, if you guys are watching this, we're going to be getting back into our usual shtick, and we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted. So this is Fox127, Super Common Guru, signing out.